the episode I've been waiting on. We tried to do it last time, but timing was off. We're here with AKA Sykes, also known as Donnell Watson. Call him Sykes. And we're at South Bay Dog Training Center, but we also training with the man at South Bay Malinois, his Instagram handle right here. But guess who we have? The bionic man called Al. He's got a new knee now.
So the bionic
man.
Brand new knee.
So this is, so he can't go through any metal detections right now. He's gonna tell me that he's all metal. Sykes gonna show us the proper technique on teaching a puppy up to adulthood on personal protection, obedience, proper bite work, proper corrections, all that jazz. We're even gonna talk about when he sold a dog to somebody and bad things happened because they thought it was a remote control.
You got the story twisted though. I sold somebody a dog, it bit his daddy. It didn't bite him.
Okay.
My dogs don't bite the owner. I sold a dog to this dude. His daddy never met the dog. He came over to visit. Dude hasn't been to his house. He just walked in the backyard, didn't know dude had bought a new dog.
Good thing it wasn't his son or something, you know what I mean?
No.
But the dog did what he was supposed to do.
Yes. Dude, man walked in the backyard, dog ripped his ear off.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna show the beginners who's never been on a rack, right? It's gonna be Leo's boy, Slim Shady.
Slim Shady.
Right? And then we're gonna show some other dogs, intermediate phase, where now they're accustomed to the rag work or the ball work or the puppy sleeve, etc. And we're gonna go to advanced expert level, where we're gonna show dogs where it all makes sense. It's almost like wax on, wax off, sand the floor, paint the fence.
There's puppy selection. You gotta find the right puppy for the job that you want, right? You're looking for a protection dog. Dog has to have drive, has to have tenacity. Once I see the dog has a certain type of drive, certain type of prey drive, I encourage that mouth. Put your mouth on everything.
I've seen two brothers, one have the drive, one did not have the drive, you know?
It's that genetic.
The breeder, what they did, since the puppy turned 10 days old, as soon as they start walking, they just start throwing the top, training them, throwing them, you know what I mean? Throwing the ball, throwing everything. But the other one, they set it aside.
Yes.
Right around 8 weeks, as soon as the puppies turn right around 8 weeks, then they put them together. And then, like you said, one of them was ready to rock and roll, the other one wasn't, you know? Now here's where I always have the biggest question. Like a lot of people say it's genetics. A lot of people says it's work. Like I really want to know.
It can be both.
Like, you see what I mean?
So you can have all genetics and then don't know what to do with the genetics. Right. And then you have one that has genetics but not as much genetic power as this one, but he has a good trainer. So I can mask certain the other dog doesn't have. But we could get them going though. Some dogs are slower than others, even if they come from the same litter. Just because they come from the same litter, same genetics, same parents, don't mean he's gonna be just as good. Everybody's not Michael Jordan. Everybody's not Kobe. So you got mediocre players too.
If you get the genetics right and then you start working them since the beginning, then you have really good.
He's got a new pup too, so it's a wet ball of clay. So he wants to build out that dog in him at a very young age, because you can control all of the craziness once you bring the craziness out, right? But if you're watering them down and you're doing mediocre prey drive building, ball drive building, then that's an imprint that's gonna be hard to break out.
So like this, you can have all the genetics in the world,
and you don't know.
But if you don't have the knowledge to train that, bring that out, it's no good. It's nothing.
The reason I'm bringing this out because a lot of people are giving up on Dobies. As far as like, I know a lot of trainers, especially in the United States, they're having a hard time with the Dobies. They always want to work with Malinois and German Shepherd. When it comes to Dobies, like you said, we got to pick them out. We got to see if they has a drive or not. You know what I mean? They're kind of skeptical because they're a lot different than the other dog, the rest of the dogs.
What I believe, in my opinion, a lot of people ain't been training these dogs right. You got to know what you're messing with. So as far as like Malinois, Dutch Shepherds, they might be easier prey dogs.
Right.
Doberman was bred to bite what? Humans. So he's not really supposed to be a prey dog. He's supposed to be like a defense motherfucker. I have a system where I could put any dog between two driven dogs forward and put my puppy in the middle.
So he's learning.
So hopefully,
I see what you mean. Yeah.
He sees what's going on. Like, oh, this stuff look like fun. So I'm gonna join in too.
They build each other up.
It's like the Doberman. I know I'm gonna have to be on him every day. So me and my girl have a little system She takes them environmentally, a little socialization, and then you bring them to me. Then I'm gonna start putting this drive work on him, a little agitation. But once I get his drive going, I try to make him go after things, parts of the body. So when the driven, just the motion.
Yeah.
So now he's jumping out, snapping. So I'm gonna get that going. What I'm looking for, a prey-driven, a straightforward, good biting dog. Confident, that wanna somebody up. Because Dobermans, they do have good bites. Far as
but some of them don't release it. They don't know how to use it. You know what I mean? Some of them don't know. They've never been. But
that goes back to what I was saying too. Might not be the best training, or some dudes don't know what the hell they looking at when they looking at it.
Right.
One thing I noticed what he has at his field over there in Compton, he has plastic bottles with rocks in them, and this is all desensitizing the dog of noises, distractions, and foreign objects. Right? So this is all part of the process that most people who have working dogs don't know to do.
I start my puppies off from birth. So as soon as those puppies are birthed out the mother, I throw water bottles in there with pennies or rocks in there.
That's what my theory is.
The puppies grow up banging into this, and then next thing you know, they in there. Then when you coming at them like this,
and that's why
they're not scared of it.
When we talk about getting the dog from a working kennel, you know that these people gonna, as soon as those puppies will open their eyes, they're gonna be working them. You know what I mean? These people, the working kennels, all they do, right? But it's still gonna be better than you just getting it from somewhere else that they have never worked anything.
The problem here in the U.S. with us Americans is that a lot of people want the look, but they don't want to come with the work that it can have. They want a Corvette, but they want a V6 engine. Explain the process.
He wants it. I've never, this is the first time right here. He wants it.
I was just creating prey, and this is some soft, so he can sink his teeth into it. Good man, huh? Good counter, yes.
He's never been on a sleeve ever, never. Or a tug or nothing.
That's your man.
Single nosy right here.
When you moving his arms across his head, you make sure he still keep his eyes open, right?
Yes. I hold this cradle. So he holds his grip.
How do you get his?
So we're gonna.
Good
you
man.
won't let go. That's my problem is.
Good man. Good man.
Yeah.
See?
Yes.
Slim Shady.
Good man. He? Huh? He?
You should be saying,
good man.
Boy.
Good boy. God, I love it. I love it.
Pat him up,
I love it. I love it. Good man. Good man. You baby boy. Good man. Good man.
Since he's a beginner, ideally, Sykes, what do you want Leo to be doing while you're working him right now?
So when we want to develop a watch command, I start back here.
And you won't let him have it until he barks, right? Let him bark for it. See, when he barks, then he moves. Sykes had him for about 2 months, but he'll be a gangster.
Oh, good boy. Go touch. Good boy.
Good man.
You can't be a spectator in this
Good
game.
man. Good man. Good man. Good boy.
Oosh.
Good man.
Yes. Yes. Good man. That's a
Good
good
boy.
boy, Slim.
Good boy.
Seeing the dog is breathing through his mouth, through his nose, full bite, cradling it, and he's relaxed, and he's holding it tight. That's what you want. Yes, yes, yes.
So when you're
Good
saying
man.
yes, he's rebiting.
Yes. Good man. And then I put him up on my body so he doesn't shy away from body contact. Like you see some dogs, they bite and they be pulling away.
They hesitate.
Because it's confidence, and it has to do body contact. You don't want to be touching, man. You want to bite, but if too much happens, he's out of there.
Now, how often should he be doing this kind of work with a trainer?
As much as you can. You got that fat sack? Bring him on down.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna eventually. I just got him like it's been what, Gerald? 3 months? 2 months.
3 months.
I need my bonding time. I just saw it. He wants to work. All he does is wants to work.
Yes. Ah!
Yes, good boy, baby.
Ow! Get off me!
He's getting there, huh?
Yes! Yeah.
This is very, very beginner,
Watch you, Slim.
but we're gonna bring some gangster dogs out too.
He got cool prey drive.
Hey!
Yes. He wanted to bite.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. That's my baby boy.
Good man. Good man.
You're my baby boy. What are we gonna make you a killer, huh?
Me, I don't just stick two dogs together. I look at what I got right here. I look at what I got in this female. I look at their genetic makeup from the back of them to the dog that's in front of me. So I look at every aspect of the dog. Certain dogs I have, they don't have no weak dogs in their pedigrees. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you look for. They don't all have to be titled dogs.
But what it does, it eliminates the plausibility of having
Weak dogs.
weak dogs out of a big litter. So you're going to
Yes.
have 80% of dogs with great potential.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you keep building like work, I mean, everybody ain't going to be a rock star.
No,
but
they can't.
you got a very good chance that the people who want pets, they can take that 20% out of their litter.
Because you do have
Yeah.
do have people that don't want to. You know, you do have people that have kids. They don't want to work them. You know, they just want them to look pretty in the house.
He's a stable dog, but he'll jump up and he'll bite every one of you, and individually, you know, bam, 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 bam. I could put him on everybody, then come back over here and lay down. Stable. So what we doing? Send the dog to the man, plots. Then out of nowhere, let him work the dog for a second. Then the man's gonna attack me. And then I'm gonna call the dog off the other man to bite the other man. Hey man, get out my backyard, man. What are you doing back there? You don't get out my I'm gonna send my dog. This is private property. Get your out my Foss, Vader. Foss! Foss, Vader. Foss, Vader. Vader! Help! Help! Foss, Vader. That's my boy, Foss. 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 Vader, out! Sit. See that stick come up, he gonna bite you. Foss, yes, good boy. Nah, all that. Plots. Vader, Foss. That's a boy. Vader, out guard. Foos, 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 sit. Foos, foos, foos. Thank you, guys.
When they get Dobies, I always tell them make some kind of training, because if you don't have the dog, sometimes will get anxiety, or it will he's not gonna like something. He might end up not being stable in the head, not knowing what to do. He might bite the wrong person, might bite your kids, and that happens a lot.
Dog will give you warning signs before
Right.
he
Right.
does certain things.
Right.
Like,
Long before that.
He gonna give your kid
Right.
a warning
Right.
before he snaps, and you sitting there
Right.
watching him,
Yeah.
and the dog's sitting there stiff,
Yeah.
and you just sitting there
letting-
watching like, oh, good boy, and the dog is like,
Okay,
obviously
I know
like telling you like,
loading up.
he's
Yeah.
like, I'm uncomfortable with this person
Right.
or baby is doing to me.
People, he sells fully trained dogs too. So whatever kind of dog you need your dog to be, or whatever kind of dog you want to have, from puppy to adulthood, he can help you out. His Instagram handle's right here, South Bay Malinois. All right, click on it, follow. You sold a fully trained black Malinois.
Black Malinois.
Right,
yes.
and he sold it to a guy, and the dog was fully trained, fully protection, obedience trained, on and off leash. And the dog was in the backyard. Can you expound on that story? Because I kind of found it kind of funny, but it was kind of like sad.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, this is what you paid for.
My guy was in his backyard messing around. So how his house is set up, so it's the front of the house. It's a gate right here, front of the house gate. Then he has another gate right here. And then the rest of this gate is to his backyard. And you see I saw the cameras. So his dad came in the backyard. He's hollering for his boy, and he's telling him like, Dad, don't come back here. No. Too late. The dog was hitting around the corner, and as he was reaching for the handle to come in the backyard, here comes Face. Wham. So the dog's coming like this. What you do? Turn your head.
Yeah,
Turn your
right.
head. Turn your head.
You get that ear, yeah.
And see, you see the man do like this, and the dog grabbed his ear, yanked that.
Did the Hollywood?
And that's why they call him Face.
So he
Mike
walked
Tyson.
away like this, holding his in the the ear. But the dude that bought the dog, he's like, bro, I'm not mad at my dog at all. My father came over, he don't know the dog, he didn't know the dog was there. That's really his bad. My pops don't usually just come in the backyard. He heard me in the backyard and he came in the backyard. He told Face good boy after he bit his daddy though.
Well, when you have a killing machine in the house, you better explain and set it up, trying to explain to or properly introduce the people that you want them to be friendly
But
with.
remember,
Or not.
or not, because
you know,
he
put 'em
bought the
up.
dog for a purpose.
Right.
Yes.
And
He
that's to
wanted
be
that dog for a purpose.
a compound guardian,
Right.
a personal protector,
Right.
a family protector.
Yeah.
So you don't want to correct him for doing something that he's supposed to do right. He doesn't know that
Yeah.
we're related physically, right?
Absolutely.
We never introduced him. You didn't give him a treat.
That's what I'm saying. Proper,
Yeah, so, yeah.
proper,
Introduction, right.
Introduction. Yes.
Some of our dogs can be socially, you can play with, handle. Then some of the dogs are personal dogs where they're not being handled by nobody but us. But then you have social dogs that we can take any and everywhere. We go out to dinner, go out to bars, go to the beach, we go here, there, parks, and the dog is cool. Me and my girl have been to pho restaurants. The waitress like, I didn't see you guys get up. When did they come in? Talking about the dogs. I said, no, they've been there the whole time. They haven't been there the whole time. Yes, they have, because they was just under the table. They're not gonna bite nobody. Both of these dogs are protection trained dogs. They bite. They're not to be pet. They're not pets. It says do not touch. Don't touch other people's dogs.
We're gonna bring out some Malleys, some Dutches, some Dutch Malleys, some Shepherds, some real knuckleheads. His name is Titus, but I call him Tighty Whitey. Boy, watch him. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Tighty. Good boy. Voila. Good boy. Watch him. Attack. Attack. Good boy. Boy, watch him. Good boy. Voila. Voila. Good boy. Good boy, Titus. Good boy. Now his focus on that sleeve. But the point is to stay focused on him and the sleeve. Good boy. Voila. Good boy. Good boy. Attack. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Voila. Good boy. Voila. Good boy. Attack. Good boy. And I've started the foundation work with him since I got him. So we're gonna do things a little bit different this time. We're gonna bring out the gangster in him and then control the gangster. So when he does do a sport work, it all makes sense, but he's doing it with serious authority. And this is what I've been working with Donnell over there in Compton from day one since I got him. And if I keep this up, then we have the proper foundation. So when we start doing this a protection sport, it'll be all making sense. And he doing
How
it
many
with authority.
times you do this a week?
Every weekend with him. Attack.
Ooh.
Good boy. You almost got your hand.
Yes.
Good boy. A real trainer has been bitten before.
Yes.
So you're showing out in front
Good
of Al.
man. Good man.
Boy.
Hey! 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 Good boy.
Voila.
Hey! 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 Good boy.
Good boy.
Hey! Get out of here! Hey! Get out of here! Get out of here! Hey! Get the dog! Hey!
Attack. Attack. Good boy. Voila. Personal protection is really obedience training because you're teaching a dog how to identify a threat, how to listen when he's in the zone, how to shut it on and shut it off.
Yes.
A lot of people who get obedience trained dogs, and that's all they do is obedience, when a dog gets them to prey, they don't know how to shut it off. But personal protection, yes, protection would tell you how to shut it on and shut it off, and he identifies a threat. Even case in point, kids pick on dogs all the time and grab their ball, their bowl and food. Well, now we've taught this dog during this whole process how to leave it and how to identify what's a threat, what's not a threat. So now it minimizes the accidents. He's got a Rottweiler, Jocko. Jocko has 1 speed right now, and that's all gas, no brakes. He's working on the obedience, but this is what he wanted though. He wanted him to be able to all go.
We all train different and didn't probably end up with the same product. But me, I learned all gas, all forward. Then I start putting brakes and capping the dog right here, depending on what I want out of this dog. Once I put these little brakes on, see what I want out of him, then I can start building back up. So more. So I'm making him mentally stronger and stronger. I'm building King Kong.
And this
building
takes a
King Kong.
lot of time. It takes it
For really a real nice protection dog, 2 to 3 years.
Some trainer says that you don't want to train them over like 30 minutes. They get, it doesn't really matter. Or you give them like that 20 minutes a day in the morning, 20 minutes at nighttime. Like, what's your protocol?
Depending on what we're doing with the dog, depending on the age of the dog.
Right.
Short and sweet is good too.
Right.
So get it right the first time. Get it right, then we put the dog up.
Right.
We get a puppy and we doing luring.
Okay.
So if we get luring, boom, we lure the dog, spin the dog, and the dog puppy's luring, and he does everything we want him to do. Boom, you make a big deal out of it. However you want to reward that dog, either your praise, touching, balls, toys, or your food. However you praise your dog. Let the dog know you did good and put him up. It's about creating the best picture possible. Locking that picture.
Just hitting that momentum, right?
But also making sure.
It's a reps in creating a good picture. Boom, bam, bam, bam. So the dog gets this picture every time, and not a messed up picture, but if your dog is getting the messed up picture, this is what your product's gonna look like. Right. If you messing up, or you're not mentally there to train this dog that day, don't take your frustration out on your dog. You don't want no conflict with your gun. This is your pistol. This is your gun. So if you got conflict with your gun, you can get shot by your own pistol. Because I want the dog to win. Every time I bring him out, it's another notch on his belt, and the dog's walking around like he's Gorilla Godzilla. Yes, with his chest poked out. He's never lost a fight, but you still building that mental, agitating, bites, and then as he's growing, we get a little bit rougher, We got to get rough with the dog, because a bad guy is not going to walk up and kiss your dog or, give your dog a treat. He's going to come up and try to hurt your dog. If he's trying to hurt you or trying to take, you have a business, wealthy, or anything. You have your wife has a Rolex, you have your Rolex, your diamond rings, and then you have your animal right here. You don't have a pistol, but you have this dog that's gonna see threats from yards away, yards and yards away. Dog's gonna let you know, like, it's a threat possibly behind you. Row. And you look and you see that. Roll your windows up.
We're gonna bring out, Leo has a Doberman. How old is Slim? 8 months?
About 8 months right now.
8 months.
Never worked.
He's been on a harness, but he hasn't been on a harness to work.
He have never been exposed in an environment like this.
You do a great job when I'm training with him in this field. He wants you by his dog, congratulating him. Good boy, watch him, good boy. Because if the dog sees that he's doing something right, the biggest cheer has got to come from his cheerleader. He feeds off of you.
And it's all timing. So when the dog's coming out trying to bite, that's my boy, good boy. It can't be yop. Good boy.
And if
it's timing, and it might be repetitive, but it can't be repetitive. Like, good boy. So
you gotta give him that energy.
If this dog's doomed to the moon, good boy, that's my boy.
You go to the moon too with him, right?
Yes,
Absolutely.
good boy. So I encourage forward behavior. If he steps back, it's not no good boy. If he's stepping back, good boy. Or he's roof, no, it's not good boy. You better not tell him good boy. You tell him, get your forward. But it's on the decoy too to get him back forward.
He's number one, first place in which a PSA trial.
PSA trial, PSA 1, PSA 2. And,
first place.
And Street League.
Right,
Street League. First place in.
Yes, that's right, Street League.
Street League and
Nice.
EL level and the 1 level. Out there too.
You said you would never do that again, drive a country.
Not by myself. That's tired. First place, level 2, Martinez. This is a Street League, top dog, Bay Area. Yep, that was PSA. PSA, first place, level 2. First place, level 2, Lodi. Third place, level 1. Level 1, first place. LA Master Canine stuff, high protection. Las Vegas, that was PSA.
This is my next superstar, Cisco. I got him from Stella di Fortuna. He's a rock star. He's super hyper, super prey driven. He loves bite work. Al said that he's probably the hardest biting Dobie he's had in a long time. That's saying a lot considering he had Brody. I think he's gonna change the game for these Malinois, these Dutches. He's gonna bring out the funk. Good decoys are there to help the dog when we're training. during training, the decoy is helping you.
It's very
But
important.
when you're getting ready for a trial, and then during trial, the decoy is not working for you.
He's not going to help your dog.
No, he's not. He's
trying to help
wants
you.
the dog to fail.
He's trying to help your dog to fail.
Right.
Encourage him to fail.
Right. But in the training facilities, we correct all the wrong, and the decoy is here to help. It's repetition and it's a lot of work.
The decoy
This is
is here
cool.
to help to a certain point. Then the dog has to. We got to help him to start problem solving for himself. So pressures and stems, they can turn off on pressures. Like if we put pressure on the dog and he so the pressure goes away. Man's on him and he bites down. Boom. The pressure goes away. So we teach him to take
To work
pressure
through it, yeah.
and work through the pressure.
Yeah.
You know? So this helps build gorillas.
Watch him. Watch him. What's he at? Attack. What's it? Attack. Good boy. Watch him. Attack. Good boy. First time on the table, guys. Good boy. Attack. Good boy. Watch him. Attack. Good boy. Voila. Good boy. Hold him. Good boy. Attack. Good boy. When Al trains some of the Dobies I got, he puts the pinch on them, but the pinch is active. He's got to work through that. Because, once you work through that pressure, but you're under control, you know what you're doing, but the pinch ain't putting you back, but it's keeping you where you need to be, right there. Boom.
If you don't know how to use it, it can be a dangerous tool. In the right hands, I can make my dog do everything. I don't train multiple dogs with just a long line and a pinch collar. Some people don't know what they're doing with that pinch collar, and they damage dogs or break dogs.
So it can go both ways
Yes.
with that thing.
Or it can go to the way where...
And a pinch collar can be used to fire a dog up if you know how to use it.
So pretty much
I tap
if
my
you
dog
don't know
like this, wah. Now he's...
So pretty much if you don't know how to use them, do not use those.
But certain dogs can't take that pinch. Certain dogs load up. So I didn't know, it was load him up until he bit me in front of Al. And if I didn't have a hoodie on, he would have got down to the bone. Certain dogs can't take that kind of pressure without reverting that towards the handler.
Some people want to do the bite work at home. They don't want to pay, or that's a really bad idea. If you want to do a bite work and stuff, you got to take the dog somewhere else to do the bite work with somebody else. Because if you doing the bite work with your dog, guess what? It becomes a game between you and him, and then eventually he's gonna do that to you.
I always
without
thought
the
that was
glove on.
funny where they're doing their own bite work. It's just real weird as you're the owner and you're taking the bite work on your own dog. It's just...
It's a time to teach. Like all my dogs, I take the bites from my dogs, but I train them all the way up to about 6-8 months, depending. I put my foundation on, then I put it on other people.
How far they should go? Can we explain to these people, maybe do obedience, train them, maybe have them to chase the towel or chase the rag, but don't have them to don't put the glove to do the biting, or how far you can take this to?
If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know what you're looking at, go to a trainer.
Having a dog is a luxury.
Right, absolutely. It's gonna cost.
You're not gonna learn this on YouTube. You can't go to Petco and get a little puppy package and think this dog gonna be doing cartwheels. It's not happening like that. Good boy. Good boy. Hold him. Good boy. Voila.
Hey!
Good boy.
Hey!
Good boy. Attack. Good boy. Yeah.
Hey!
Attack. Good boy. Voila. So this bra, my nigga. So this bra. This is his first time on the table. It's all about building blocks. We're gonna keep going every Saturday. Caleb gave me some tough love, right? But he's being honest, and that's one thing about trainers. You don't want one to sandbag you. You want to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. I can't take it personal. I can't. But he's gonna tell you the real deal.
Trying to tell these people that if you see a lot of trainers they expose classes, they do classes online and do all these things, and then if you think that you can teach your dog everything just by looking at on YouTube and doing it in your house, don't waste your money. That's my goal right here. Why I was asking, because there's a lot of these trainers that are selling classes online and stuff, and they think they'll make the people that make people think that they can train their dogs through their classes.
That's obedience.
That's obedience, right?
That's not protection.
That's not protection.
But at the same time, still, if you don't know what you're looking at and you don't know behaviors, it's still going to be up.
Because every dog ain't gonna like treats as a training tool. Every dog ain't gonna want the ball.
We pay attention to what? Detail. It's in the detail. We pay attention to the dog's everything. It's all detail. A lot of trainers, from what I see and my opinion, don't have the experience and don't know how to read the dogs. And that's my opinion, and it's a fact. Bro, I don't have no gripe with nobody getting out here making a living for themselves, but you need to get with experienced trainer. I'm not even saying myself. We got Al, we got Mario, we got all kind of different trainers. Oscars, we got all kind of dudes that's good trainers that lay down foundation. Me, I want some that's gonna eat some up. Real deal, you're not coming in my house. 2, 3, 4 dogs in the house, you gonna scream for God, yes. Vader, Mongo, Tiki, then I have my little Frenchie. She might attack you too, but those 3 on you, they gonna kill you.
So don't try this at home, because it's not gonna work with the online classes.
The best part of making a protection dog is the actual making, the process. It's the process. It's like when I bodybuild. The process, because on stage is 45 seconds, but the process, 8 months, 6 months, eating that.
Watching the growth.
Yeah, watching it, literally. Right, the process. That's what you can't take away. And you remember that. Now you take that process and it goes towards your life. You adapt that process in all your dogs.
The puppy is 4 months old.
And what's the pup name?
No name. This is a mixed breed dog.
A Belgium and Dutch?
This Belgium Dutch. This is a Malinois, Dutch, Pit Bull, and Presa Canario. That's my girl. Yes. 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 That's my girl.
She's going in.
Yes. Yes. That's a girl. Yes. Good girl, mama. That's my girl. Bite him. Yes. That's my girl. That's my girl. Get him. Yeah. Yes. Yes. That's my girl. Just lost a little baby. Teething.
It was a pleasure training with my guy here, Sykes. Again, you can follow him on South Bay Malinois. Click the notification. Also follow him. He's doing good work out here in Southern California, LA. This is the man who's taking over. Anyway, appreciate you inviting me. I'm a member too now.
Yes.
So
hey, and I want to give a shout out to all my guys.
All my decoys
guys,
over there.
My decoys. Hey, South Bay decoys. South Bay decoys. Boom. And then my little brothers from the South.
Alabama in the house.
Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia. My guys.
We're Southern roots deep in this mud, you know what I'm saying?
You already know.
Until then, hit the notification button, hit the subscribe button, and be up to date when we put a new video out. Over and out. Boom.